Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. Uh, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I have my cup of coffee. And I spoke. So, today, the topic about my first video on this is about video games and how the evolution with children and video games came about, like how it is now compared to how it was when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie, I grew up starting off with Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Genesis, and all the other stuff, in the early 90s, like everybody else did. Me, my first system was my Game Boy. My grandmother bought me a Game Boy when I was a kid. I was all happy. The first game I got was Tetris. Yeah, my mother got herself a Game Boy, and her first game was Mortal Kombat. So you could tell how that would be a little kid just playing a Game Boy, trying to play Tetris, and I believe my mother going on her Game Boy, and me, I'm a little kid, so I'm like, I would have played that game instead of just playing blocks with blocks with blocks with blocks. Mind you, the only good part about Tetris was when you put them on that one line and go and just disappear. But now in this generation, like the evolution is different. You got kids with the PS4, 5, and everything, the Xboxes. Everybody's on the Fortnite flow, freaking playing Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, GTA.
Dad,
Yeah.
Marquise did an awesome job in iReady.
That's good. Marquise got his first award. iReady, see? It's not even part of the subject, but hey, my son got his award for the first year of iReady. But back to what I was saying. But yeah, with these days, like video games is a little different. Like take my kids for instance, they love, like my youngest, he loves Fortnite and Roblox and Among Us. Where me, I was a kid, I loved playing Ninja Turtles, Mario, and Sonic, and also Power Rangers, like every other person in this world who remembers playing freaking Turtles in Time when Ninja Turtles was on Super Nintendo. Me, I still play that, especially on the emulator to this day. So that's it. Like you get like the transition into is like when we were kids, we get the game, we go crazy, we set up the game. Some of us might read the manuals to know the buttons. Some of us would just go to settings and it show options. It'll show us. But it's like now you don't get that. You gotta go through functions. You gotta press this button, that button, this button, that button. Shit, I remember doing freaking Super Nintendo, doing fatalities in Mortal Kombat. You have to press almost up, down, right, up, circle, 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 B, 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 A, all that shit just to get the ultimate fatality. Now, on Mortal Kombat XL, you're only holding R1 and pressing circle, you got a killer ass fucking fatality. It's like some of these games are a little easy, but a little like too much. That's just me. That's my opinion. It's just a little too much. But hey, don't get me wrong. I still rock. I'm still a little kid at heart. I still rock out my games. Like me. I still play with my boys. Like they got their PS4. I got mine. So they got me.
My brother got iReady award.
So it's like for me, I play Fortnite with my kids, Dragon Ball Z. They play Call of Duty. Me, I'm not into Call of Duty. But we play Destiny 2 together. Like, we'll play that for a minute. But when it comes down to Fortnite, it's like I'm breaking bank with Fortnite in my goddamn pocket like everybody else do. So it's like you got Fortnite, then you got Among Us, which is like the craze around the world. Like from memes down to merch down to homemade fan cartoon videos. Among Us is everywhere. Even they got filters for Among Us of just a freaking person just chopped up with a piece of bone sticking out. But it's hey, a lot of people like the game. I'm not gonna lie, the game is cool though. It's like I say that would be the second most interesting game I tried so far on the mobile, next to Dragon Ball. No, third I'll have to say. Next to Dragon Ball Legends, it made me feel like I'm playing Dragon Ball Budokai and freaking sagas in one shot. If you played Budokai 1 to 3 or Tenkaichi for Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Legends, oh man, it reminds me of that game so much. It really does. And then you got your Pokemon veterans who still play Pokemon Go. I might pop up there once or twice, just see what's out there. Me, I just don't stop playing. I took a break out of it. I used to play heavily with my boy when I was living in Connecticut. So, but since I'm back home in NY, I play a little bit more once in a blue moon because it's more like actively easy to walk around certain spots in New York City than it is to walk around in Connecticut like what I used to do. I had to get a car, go this spot, that spot. Nah. I could take a train, go all the way downtown to the pier, or I could just walk right there and I'm right there by Central Park. Or hop and skip all the way up to BX right near right where I used to live at. So it's like Pokemon, I only have to say about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was basically it was a really hot craze at the time when it came down to it. Is like when it first started, like you've been a couch potato and it's like what is another thing to get me interested going out next to sports? Shoot, you had Pokemon Go. It kept you fucking active. You was walking around catching Pokemon, walking here, walking there. You got people actually out in the woodworks. Like it was good, but now it's not like that because now with COVID going on, you can't really do too much. So everybody's breaking bread, doing the remote. And don't get me wrong, it's better to be safe. It really is. It really is. But like going back to the topic at hand, it's like like video games is like Pokemon. I remember playing it on the Game Boy. It's like I know I could catch this, I could catch that. If I want to catch them all, I got the Game Shark. Or if you want some multiple shit, you got killing a Missy Gnome right there when you right by Go ahead. Rinse the cup out. But it's like, say if you want like for Pokemon Go, you gotta spend stuff just to go to Pokestops just to get a whole bunch of Pokeballs and everything. Now I remember in the Game Boy, if you want 1,000,000 Pokeballs, if you want infinity rare candies, you go to Cinnabar Island, you swim right in that coastline. Once you get that attack, boom, you find a missing them, you kill that mug. Make sure your item's on the 6th spot. Now if you remember them days, now you know that's how we used to do it with Game Boy back in the day. Find a missing them, kill the missing them, and get your free. Or if you're not, you get your Game Shark and your action replay. But see, with the emulators, it's easy to do that now. But that was old school. That's some real old school shit. But now with Pokemon Go, it brings you back to the point that now you're the Poke trainer, you're the Pokemon trainer, you're going out there and all that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I played like Baby Boy to the Blue. It's not like how I used to be. Like I was all happy when it first came out. Like I'll go out with my boys, take the kids out. We'll go out with the kids, and we'll walk around, have fun. But it's like, bless you, school, bye. So it's like, but it's now, imagine, shit, Mario still kept the platform still how it is, besides going with the toys and all new upgrade, but Mario kept it original, still stayed with the platforms, not doing too much extra shit. But it's like, these video games are, like, the evolution of video games is crazy with kids. It's just ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, how can I put it? Let's put it like this. Okay. Say, that's my dude Diana. Okay. Like, I remember a long time ago, when you play Final Fantasy, we'll go to Final Fantasy. We'll talk about like Final Fantasy when it went to Sony, when it went up to PlayStation systems. Right? I had to recategorize that whole subject, so they'll scratch me for that. We were talking about when it was on the PlayStation platforms. You're not playing one disc of Final Fantasy for like almost 15 hours. You're playing 2 discs for 30 hours flat, depending on your tolerance and the rate of the gaming. Now, what the update was, you gotta go with between getting the Ultimate Edition or the Deluxe Edition. Now you have to get the DLC. You got to get this. Then sometimes, say if you got it if you got the Final Fantasy, the fighting game one. Oh man, you don't just grab the Ultimate Edition. You got the Ultimate Edition, but hey, what happened? It came out with DLC. They came out with 3 other characters. You had to buy all of that. Wow. A long time ago, we didn't have that for that Final Fantasy game. We just played one giant story with 2 discs and just sitting up there breaking night. With this one, you breaking bands with breaking night, and then you're still not satisfied. You're still not satisfied. The games, I'm telling you, these companies are making money off of us like there's no tomorrow. They give you the little game, but then they'll make you spend extra for the bigger game just to get more DLCs, knowing, or a season pass, knowing the extra stuff that goes with the season pass is not fully out yet. So they're making you pay for it, but come to find out, when they come out with the other parts for the season pass that you spent money for, oh my god, the new DLC that came out is not eligible for the season pass. So you gotta spend extra money. Where does that make sense? It could be. I've seen it for a lot of games. Mortal Kombat 11 is one of them. I think I spent $300 altogether for one game. For one motherfucking game. Mortal Kombat 11. Now, we all love Mortal Kombat. Some of y'all don't, some of y'all do. But if you grew up like I did and you started off playing from Mortal Kombat 1, even playing the original movie one, and knowing how stupid the graphics is, but you just the point is just beating people up. It was each other up. It was just worth it. But you say like you first buy Mortal Kombat 11 when it first came out. Let's see, you want to go between the 3 choices. You get the original one for $60 to $70. Why is a fucking game fit $60, $70? Then you got the second one, the Deluxe Edition, which comes with probably a DLC or 2 characters with special skins. good roughly $90, $80 maximum, 75 at least. Okay. Then you get the Ultimate Edition with the 2 extra stories and a season pass with 3 characters. $100. So you think about that.
That's not really looking at a number.
You think about that and you're like, what the heck? Really? Nah. So you sit up there, you think, you're like, yo, I'm just gonna get this because one, I'm gonna get the cheap one because one, if I get the cheap one, I could worry about it and get the season pass later on. But then you think about it like, nah, I might not have it. I might get, you know what? I'm gonna get the season pass now. So you spend that $100. The season pass was to cover up any new DLCs or any special editions that come out. So you're covered. That's what the season pass says. 2 DLCs drop. They're not eligible. You still pay an extra few bucks because then it comes with extra characters, and you realize the characters got $signs on them too. Then what's the season pass for again? Come to find out, the season pass was only good because of the 2 other stories, Aftermath, and the side quest of the story of Aftermath. You just look at yourself. Then what the fuck I just spent almost $100 for? The characters.
It is pointing.
Come to find out, each story was almost $30.
It is pointing at
The fuck?
6.
You don't unlock anything.
At
You don't get anything after the stories. You still gotta pay extra for the other shit. What the hell did I just spend? Then when you realize you gotta get everything else and new parts, new this and this,
6,
then you accumulate it.
10,
Then I realized how much I spent on that one game.
10,
I spent almost
15,
$250, $300 on one game.
15.
Then you think about it. In the past, you played Mortal Kombat, you think about, yo, I just had to beat this person just to get this guy. Now, to get Smoke and Noob, it'll be a hell of a process, right? But now,
35.
yeah. I just spent a lot of money on one dumb game. And watch what I'm saying, and not saying the game itself is dumb, because the game is still hot. I'm not gonna lie. But it's the point of it, like, thinking of it financially, and as a parent, and the process, like, you think about it in those 2 ways, $300 could have went to a lot of things. A lot. Not thinking about it as like a gamer and like, just say, hell, fuck it. You wanted it. The game, you're basically like a gamer. Yeah. What the fuck? So then, you're both speaking the same thing. So you're like, huh? What the fuck? Just spent almost $300 on a game. Still play it. But spent $300 on a game. Do y'all ever sit there and just look in the mirror and like, yo, you do the calculations, you sit there, you get your first win and all this, but then you get that first loss, you get mad. You really sit there and you look at yourself and look at the game. Tally up how much you spent for like updates, new things, DLCs. Write it down. And you look at and think about how it used to be when you were younger playing games. what you got to do just to get certain things that you're doing right now, spending money for. Spends a lot of money. The evolution of video games. But the thing is, the kids don't see it like that. Not until they hit probably 12 and 13 when they realize they get that first gift card or debit card, and it's like, here you go, bam. Oh, I'm gonna use this to put money on this game. The next thing you know, when the time comes, they finally get everything they wanted. You tally up how much it is. And then you show it to them. They'd be like, dang, I could have used this for something different. I could have got this and this and that. Well, there you go, just for one stupid game. You can actually say one stupid game. Because that's when you actually want to say at that time. The evolution of kids and video games together. I swear, like, games get cooler, but more expensive. Sneaky ways to actually show it to people. The sneakiest way to get people is charge more, but cut certain parts out of the game for them to spend extra. That's a nice plan. I give it to the big companies, but it sucks for us. Well, that was my 20-minute segment about video games, the evolution of video games with kids. It fucking sucks, people. It really does. But, hey, what can we do? Catch y'all later. Peace be with y'all.